Hi, welcome. In this video I would like to talk about new age children. And when I say children, it's just a word, because we are all children of our parents, but many of the new age children are already adults. Some already died out of old age, but the majority are quite young. And that's why I'm making this video, and this video is an introduction for a whole new part of my website where I talk about new age children, the different categories, what their impact is on the world, on their parents. So there are also a few chapters dedicated to how to raise children which are new age children, while you being one yourself or not, and to give you some insights on what it means, which categories there are, which types, when they were born, and much more. I will also try to explain certain fundamentals, like the colors, why they chose certain colors, what chakras mean, the basic knowledge about chakras, not in depth, but just for you to understand while reading the whole article. So we'll have some sublinks within the article, or there will be on the main page about new age children the different links to the different articles that are in this whole chapter. And I encourage you to take your time to read, not to judge immediately, and to get a full picture, because it's not black and white. For example, I made some graphics about when the different types of new age children have been born or are still being born. And these graphics are just an indication. They do not reflect the exact numbers. They are an indication on when the majority of them have been born. And you will see that there was the first flow of the indigo, and then that started to go slowly down, but very slowly, and then the crystal ones came, and when that started to go down, the rainbow one came and started to go up. But there are overlaps, and these overlaps are not so exact because it's not that easy to determine, because mainstream scientists are ignoring this part, or are afraid to talk about it because it does not match exactly with mainstream science. So mainstream news is definitely ignoring it, and that's also why majority of people are ignoring it, or are saying it's fake, it's bullshit. But if you are one, or you have a child, or maybe a few children who are new age kids, then while reading you will recognize many things. You will recognize things that were not popular or almost non-existent before, the changes. And while reading it will start to make sense, hopefully. And it's not my goal to convert you to anything or to convince you. It's my goal to give you a possibility to brighten, broader your view, and get to understand what's happening to yourself and to others, and also get a deeper understanding of why things are changing in the world, because a lot of changes are happening. A lot of things are going much faster. And there's no way you can keep ignoring that. And when I say changing, things are happening in a different way today. A lot of things are happening in a different way. Back in the days, you would work hard, you would have a decent way of living if you were not a slave. Today, it's not anymore about the number of hours you put in things or the amount of effort and money you're putting in things. Today it's about the right timing, the right energy, the right moment, the right intentions. These are words you've heard probably a lot. And you probably already know by your personal experience that when you are in a bad mood and you try to create something, no matter how good you are, it will not be as good as when you are in a good mood, you are happy and joyful, and you're trying to create the same thing. It's different. Look at food. Prepare food when you're in a bad mood and prepare the same meal when you're in a good mood. It will taste completely different, and other people will tell you that as well. Those who are not in the same mood as you are, they will just taste like, ah, today it's really good. Because energy is there. And scientists are starting to prove that there are many things that we thought was impossible, didn't exist, so everyone saying, no, it doesn't exist. Consciousness after death. When you die, you die. And of course, a big part of them religious people say, when you die, God will awaken you at a certain moment. But now, science is proving that consciousness doesn't die after the body dies. Scientists are even proving that you looking at something changes that something. This is simple quantum physics. Okay, not simple for everyone. Quantum physics is quite complicated, but yeah, it's there. You can research it. So I suggest you keep an open mind, you read, and whatever is meant for you to understand or to take in, you will. I don't expect you to read everything, understand everything, and remember everything. It's not that kind of study. That is the past. In the past, people were expected to learn everything by heart and to remember everything, and that is how you would be good. If you could suck up a lot of knowledge, then you are a hero. That is how the educational system in most countries still is. The teacher tells you what to learn, and then he will check, did you learn it? Do you know how to do it? You're a good boy, a good girl. But if you look at the most successful people in the world, most of them were not good at school. But we consider them to be geniuses. Look at Einstein. Look at many other people who created great things that didn't do it the traditional way. Not by learning very hard, working very hard, very long, for many years, and then having something. No! They got an insight. They felt something, they knew something. And in most cases, everyone around was like, ah, that's not possible. Ah, you're crazy. You don't have this, you don't have that, you cannot do that. And then they did. And they were like, oh, wow, that's so special. That's so... No. The only special thing about them is that they go in here. And they listen to that voice in here. And in here we connected to the collective knowledge, to the universal knowledge, universal energy. And that is exactly how a mother knows that something is wrong with her child, even if they're not in the same room, not in the same building, not even in the same city. That is how people around the world come up with the same new, innovative ideas that are not a logical result of what's already there. So, New Age kids, they're different. They're more sensitive, they're smarter, not smarter in a way that they will have higher score at the IQ test, but they're smarter in life. And not all of them become highly successful, because not all of them know how to manage the higher sensitivity. Not all of them know how to manage being different. For some it's really terrible, especially if you are raised in a narrow-minded society, a small village where the church or the mosque is still ruling and everyone is trying to live like people have been living 1,000 years ago, and where change is a bad thing, and being different is a bad thing, it's a devilish thing. So yeah, some people have tough times, and some are lucky, they manage to get out of it, and then with the right support, with the right people around them, they become successful. And here I'm talking about a personal case. Me, myself, but also many people I've met throughout the past decades. And I've seen how people were considered to be less than others and to be desperate cases, total losers, useless. And they have become very successful in their own way. And they've become happy. And they have been helping hundreds, sometimes thousands of people. I've seen people quitting the corporate world, quitting very high paid jobs or selling their companies and starting to do something from here. Because with all the wealth they accumulated, they were still feeling an emptiness in here. And that emptiness you cannot fill with matter, with money, with power. No. All the money and all the power in the world will never fill that emptiness that you feel in there. You want to know how? Start reading. And if you have questions, feel free to contact me. Enjoy all the articles. Took me a lot of time to collect all the data, and I respectfully mentioned the sources below every page. You find a link to a page where I put all the sources, and there were a lot. And I know some of those sources were not primary sources, where people who also have been collecting data, but that's how it works today. We do not need to invent the wheel ourselves. We need to find the right data within the huge mountain of data that there is, and that we do intuitively. We feel what is the right one for this moment. And of course, it may be that in some time from now I will change some things, what I wrote down or what I copied from others. If I get new information, I'll add it or I'll transform it. So feel free to contact me with questions, with additional information and suggestions in any form. They're all very welcome. Enjoy, have fun, and open up, and you'll start to feel that void in here. You'll start to feel that inner peace